So we are back from our trip from the beach and it was so much fun. I have some clips I wanted to share with you guys, but I'll leave them towards the end of the video. So if you want to see, how the trip was, what we did, how Teddy liked it, yeah, just stay to the end and I'll throw in some videos that I got to record. And yeah, it was just so cute to see how much fun he was having. And yeah, I'm happy to share that with you guys later. But yeah, I am feeling good, physically and all that stuff because like kind of what I've been telling you guys, like we are just kind of taking, I guess, a pause on the cut. And it was nice. I loved like how your guys' perspective was on it. Like it's almost like taking a little break from it. And sometimes, that's not a bad thing to take a break when you do a cut for a long time and, losing like 40 pounds and stuff like that. And it was just nice to like think of it that way because I was kind of being hard on myself and just kind of being like, man, like kind of bummed, and I was, and then I'm trying to like, fight that and be like, but we did good. We did technically reach the goal that we wanted to. So, so yeah, just, you guys are just really sweet and you guys do make a good point. So, for us just taking that, I guess, pause, but I feel like with us doing that, I do feel like it's mentally, I guess, I don't even know if to say tough because, like I've told you guys too, like it's always nice when you have a goal in mind. And for us, I guess, to just maintain this, it kind of like, I guess, makes me feel like I have to put my goals on pause in a way. It kind of feels like that. And it kind of bums me out. And I'm trying to like not think of it that way because we're not like in a gaining phase, right? Because we need to like maintain this weight. So we're not really doing that. So we're not like going to get stronger and crazy in the gym and, focus on gaining muscle. And then we're not in a cutting phase because we can't lose more weight than we are right now. So I just feel like we're on too much of a pause that it can be a little, and I don't even know if to say sad. Like I'm just a little like, like I don't know. Like I do like when we have like a goal in mind, and I think that's the thing, right? It's just like, what are your goals and working towards that. Because I know a lot of people say that they need to have a show and that's when they can do a cut and feel more like focused and stuff. And, because technically that's a goal that they have. And, my goal was just to like, be at a certain spot physically and like visually that I wanted to be in. And that was my goal. And I was like, yeah, like, we're reaching that goal and it was really like satisfying. But since we're not, I'm kind of just trying to be like, okay, where should my focus be now? And kind of just trying to really analyze and I don't know, just kind of figure it out. But I feel like, just to be honest, like that's where my mind is. I'm like, I feel like and it's funny because as like, human beings, we like having something that we can work towards or get better and everything. And so I'm just feeling a little like, I don't know, and I feel like you guys will get what I'm trying to say. Like, and regardless of that, I do enjoy myself when we come to the gym. At the end of the day, like I love working out. Like it's so fun to me, but then I'm also trying to, think of it in a perspective as the viewers, like you guys, because you guys are also technically in the limbo with me. We're not doing a cut. We're not doing a gaining phase. We're just doing technically what, just going to the gym and working out. And I'm kind of being hard on myself and being like, should I even record these stuff? Like, should I kind of like like, I don't even know. I'm not saying I'm going to put it on pause, but I'm just, and I just feel like I'm overthinking it probably. But that is kind of where my head's been. And it kind of bums me out because I don't want it to be something that is, making me not excited anymore. And I guess I'm saying not excited as in like, I want to work towards something. And so I'm just trying to figure out how I can like view this as, so that way I can, I don't know, just better understand. Because I guess I'm saying because I understand myself, I know it's always nice to know where you're going towards, what the goal is and everything. So I guess I will, have to sit on that more and sit with what is going to help me mentally and all that stuff. But something I just wanted to share and be honest with, because, you guys are a huge reason why I love making these videos, because knowing you guys get something out of it is one of the biggest reasons why I love doing this, and the reason why I do it, because I want you guys to get something out of it. And for me to feel like, like I really don't have something that I feel like you guys can get out of it. Like, like, I don't know, but maybe, like I said, maybe I'm overthinking it, and you guys enjoy the videos regardless. And I shouldn't just like not record us, working out and stuff, because I do try to say things that maybe would be helpful while we work out. And also, that's why I'm saying also the mental aspect. And I share things that I struggle with, and maybe, if I do feel like, okay, this has helped me, then I share with you guys, because I know that's a big thing. And I think right now that's what I'm saying, like, us not having a technical, like, goal is interesting to me, because I'm just like, okay, well, obviously we're still going to push ourselves in the gym. But I think me knowing that we're not going to be probably looking any different because we're not cutting anymore, and then also we're not in a gaining phase, so it's not like we're going to get stronger. It's just like those things I'm like maybe focusing too much and needing just to be like, okay, just have a good workout, feel good. And like you guys said, oh, okay, these 2 months are going to go by so fast. They're probably going to go by really fast. And it was probably what I needed mentally, and I'm just overthinking it. But just wanted to share where my head's been. But other than that, let's go ahead and jump inside, and we're gonna do upper body today. And just a reminder too, I do put timestamps on these videos. I know some people don't like listening to just us chatting in the beginning and just want to watch the workout or the posing. And that is fine. So that's why I put timestamps, so you guys can, choose that and figure that out. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's go and see if that Smith machine is open. Not the new one. I do not like that one. Like you guys said too, like you've had that one and you felt like you were gonna hurt yourself. So yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the Smith machine that we do have, and hopefully it's open. So I'll see you guys for that lift. I wanted to start off with the Smith machine because I know it's a little tricky to get hands on, but man, I was waiting for a bit, so I'm like, let's just go ahead and do flat, and just start with that. So this is going to be the second working set, and I'm really liking this one. I know this one's like one of the new ones that the gym has, and I wanted to try it out, and yeah, so far I kind of really like it. Just feels super good. Another thing I was gonna talk about, can't remember, but just another thing to know, when you're doing something new, either it be a new machine or a new movement, you're always going to be weaker in it, and then the next time you do it, you will be stronger. So always just kind of gauging that and what that looks like. Okay, let's go ahead and do our last set, and we'll either do flies next or see if the overhead is open, but maybe flies because the machines are next to us. Oh, You can kind of see the spray tan's like peeling off, and it's at that awkward stage. I honestly don't think I have any more on me. I mean, it's just like a little bit, but oh, man, those were nice and solid. Uh, man, my chest. So, I'm thinking, oh man, I feel like it's funny. The gym, whenever the gym's like empty, but everyone's still using the machines that you want to use. So I'm like, oh, the fly machine I like is taken. The Smith machine are taken. We'll have to figure it out. So we'll see what we do. Yay. The fly machine was open once I turned around. So that was nice. Things are looking up, you guys. I've got to take that as a win. Okay. Now doing the flies. Remember, you don't need to have your arms like straight like this when you're stretching your pecs out. Have them bent just keeps it more safe and it feels more comfortable, and you're still stretching out your chest, and then squeeze up, and that's when you kind of straighten out your arms when you come up here, and then kind of have them bent right here. And you'll see when I go for my set right now. Okay. Towards the end, when it got harder, it's harder to just, put my, well, I can't even do that. Put my arms, straighten them out. But, it was fine. It was our last thing for chest. I wanted to do that extra 2 reps. Just because, but that felt really good. I don't know, just something about feeling like you have control over something. And even though it feels really hard, but you still have control over it. I don't know, something about that always feels really nice. Okay, let's go and see if a Smith machine's open. I really hope so. I really hope so. Okay, so we're doing overhead press. Smith machine that I like. It's just kind of dark over here, but I think I hired the brightness on the camera, so it'll be fine. But these are feeling really good, and part of me is like, I guess it's funny too, because I don't know how you guys perceive the energy. But me talking in the car, me being kind of like, I guess not in the best energy. It's funny how it kind of does trickle into your workout, and I'm kind of bummed that I was, in that little mindset, and sometimes it is what it is, and then you can just like get into the groove of your workout, because us working out makes us happy, even if we're not having the greatest, day or perspective on things. And then just going with that, and that's what I'm just like, oh, me enjoying the workout, me enjoying how it feels. I'm just going to focus on that today. And that's the thing, right? When you think a little too ahead, you get stressed out and you'll worry about it too much. But we're going to go ahead and do the set, and then I'll see you guys for the next lift. Okay, on to the next thing. Sorry guys, I just noticed that the mic wasn't on. So you probably didn't catch any of that. I guess I was saying we're doing the pull downs without straps just because a big reason why I use my straps is because my hands do get sweaty and it helps. But when, they're fine, I don't worry about it too much because it's not that I have a weak grip, but it's just because you're still gripping when you're using your straps. You're still, working your grip and your forearms and everything. So sometimes, yeah, I just play around with it and I'm like, we don't need them. And that's fine. But sometimes I do like them because it's just that extra of support and knowing that you have a hold of it. But regardless, that set was awesome. My back gave out first of my grip. So, that's the main thing. You want that muscle that you're working to give out first than anything else. So I got another set of that. And then I believe we just have arms. Okay, I probably pressed something on the camera that probably shouldn't have because it's doing some weird things. Okay, but as long as we get the set in, we're fine. Okay, I'm gonna go to my left and then get into my right. And then after this, we have some biceps. Yeah, and have a little fun upbeat song. So that definitely helps. Okay. I think I have like my head cut off. Sorry about that. But okay, now let's go do some bicep curls. It's kind of empty now, so that's also a nice thing because then we can get the machines that we want. Okay, last set. Ooh. And having to really just, expect that. Yeah, these are gonna feel tough, and they are. That's why it's just nice to feel really stable though, and that's why I like doing it seated and just make sure that I'm not using momentum. Just making sure I'm using my biceps. And then we got to do some posing. Okay, let's get to it. I have a nice song on, and yeah, let's make this set good. Oh, I like using the straps because we're doing the curls for a good amount of time because we're doing single, and I like it single. I mean, I just feel like it's just nicer to focus all your energy in one. But go ahead and try it yourself. I mean, I messed around with both ways, and I like single. Okay, let's go ahead and do some posing. Man, the channels they have on this TV is crazy. They have a channel of, I guess, gym fails, and some of them are kind of crazy. Like, makes me uncomfortable. You know, when the bar falls on someone's face like that. Why are we seeing that? Why are we looking at that? Okay, let's go ahead and do some posing. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that workout. So let's see how the muscle is popping or how it's looking. I mean, yeah, like I said, we're not technically in a surplus, so it's not gonna be popping, but still probably feeling just maybe a bit flat still, but do some back poses. Whew. Man, I feel like I lost my touch with the lat spread. It's been so off. There hasn't been a lat spread I've done recently that I'm like, wow, yes, that's a lat spread. So I guess we'll see how those look. I'm gonna do them a few ways. I'm gonna have my back more back here and then my arms a little further. I just want to see for myself. Okay. Yeah, I can tell time's pretty much gone. What else do we got? That might be it. Oh, let's see. Why do I always forget that pose? There's a pose I want to do. I'm just gonna have to screenshot it because I'm like, what is it? It's a back pose, and I want to say they're doing a bicep, and then is it a tricep? I don't know. I can't remember. Okay, I'll do it next time, next for maybe upper body, but I think those are all the posing, and still got my cardio. So I will talk to you guys after my cardio session, and usually, you know, just a nice cardio session, especially on days where, you know, it's been more of like a lot going through my head. So always doing cardio always helps. So I'm glad that, you know, we have that today actually. So I'll go ahead and do that. I don't know why a part of me feels like this video felt like maybe it was like all over the place. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because mentally, you know, just, and I think what it really is just me feeling like, you know, since we're at a standstill, kind of mentally, it's funny where our mind goes. And I guess I'm saying like mine, because I was at such a standstill, before, and how I've expressed that to you guys like so many times that I don't want to ever be stuck again. And I think that's why it was like getting to me, and just being completely honest is just because I'm like almost repeating to myself, like, oh, is this all I'm capable of? Is this it? Like, this is like, the most I can do, or, just all these things that aren't, true. And that's why sometimes you have to say it out loud to be like, well, that's not true. It's just because, situations that things have to change. And, like how they say, like, you can plan things out how you want it to play out, but sometimes life happens and things aren't going to go accordingly. And then what are you going to do? Just sit by and just be like, okay, I guess this is it, like, I guess that's all. And that's why, like, my mind doesn't want to, like, feel that way. And the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of things that I can actually be still improving on that, you know, is actually exciting to even think about. And I was thinking, because technically I've always been telling you guys I need to get better at my posing. I need to get better at, doing it. And I haven't been putting any effort into getting better. And so I kind of just was like telling myself, you know what? These 2 months that we're kind of going to be in a standstill of, our, I guess, fitness right now, like, as in like we're not cutting, we're not bulking, it's just kind of like maintaining for these like 2 months. I want to really hone in and get, focus on my posing, get really good at it, that it looks like I was doing it for like so long, or that, that I look like I know what I'm doing. Because it's just like you can either, complain so much about something and not do something about it, and to the point where you're just like, okay, let's do something about it. Let's practice, let's get better, let's, work on it, because that is something that I've always wanted to be very confident in, is my posing. And, every time I see someone posing and it's just like so beautiful, and, that's how things are inspired, that we want in ourselves, because we're like, oh, like, I really like that, I want to try that. And I'm kind of like thinking, you know what? Yeah, let's take these 2 months that we're technically, pretty much like, and it gives me that excitement. And that's why I'm just like, I don't know, just the way I am, I need to be doing something that I have a goal I'm getting better at. And that can be like with anything, And so fitness wise, that's why I tell you guys, I love working out. Like, I feel like you can never lose that, because you're always getting better, you're always improving, you're always like in that stage, and it's like something that you will never lose. But that's why I was like, I wasn't expecting us to like maintain, and that's why I was just like, oh, okay. That's a new one, that's a new thing. So us maintaining, it kind of like threw me for a loop, and I'm just like, huh, like, you know what, I feel like, yeah, I'm at a little standstill. And personally, I love working towards something. So, and that's the thing. Of course, we're gonna like, still get the most out of our workouts, still feel good, but like, I think you guys know the difference when you're just really like hone in and knowing that every day is you contributing to, something. And that's how it felt when we were doing the cut. Like, I knew every day, like, we were getting closer to our goal, and it just felt really satisfying. And then same like when you're, in a gaining phase, you're just like, okay, every day you're like, feeding your muscles, getting stronger in the gym. And it's just like all these things. But that's why, like, things happen that you either just sit and be like, okay, I guess it is what it is, or, you realize, okay, what do I have control over? What can I improve on? So when the day comes, that I'm prepared. And I think that day will come when I do feel like, okay, my physique is where I dreamed it would be one day. But let's say that, yeah, like, my posing sucks, and I'm kind of bummed, because I'm like, oh, all this time, like, I could have been practicing that, but I didn't. So that is something that I'm like, you know what, let's do that. But that's something I just wanted to share as well. And I was just looking at the time, because I'm just like, I know I wanted to throw in some clips of the trip, so I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll end the video after that. But yeah, I just appreciate you guys for watching, and always just being very understanding. And because sometimes I'm not sure to be like completely honest and stuff, because sometimes, yeah, like, there are going to be things that happen in our lives that kind of like throw us for a loop, and we're like, okay, what do we do now? And like, you know, that's why I'm like saying, like, it's just, it is what it is, but what are you going to do after that? You know, like, what are you going to decide to do after you feel like, okay, like, is this it then? Because it's never just, that's it, you know, like your life's never just like, this is the rest of your life now. Like, you always have a choice, and you always have the ability to put your energy into things and where you want that to go. So just for you to figure that out, you know, like no one else can really figure that out for you. And I think that's why it's so easy to get lost, because you're just like waiting for an answer, but the answer is always within you, and you know it, and you know those things that get you fired up, and you know those things that you really, you know, just feel like, okay, that is something I want to put my energy into. And you know, I feel like if anything, maybe it's just more of like feeling validated, like you, like, am I able to, or can I, or should I? But you know, that's why it's like, no, like you're validated. Once you feel it, then no, it's yours, and you can, you know, chase after it, and it's up to you with how much you want to put effort into it. Because if you're not satisfied with wherever you are and what you want to do, you definitely have the power and the drive to get there. So I'll go ahead and end the video, and yeah, just feeling a lot better. So happy about that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and throw some clips. You guys can see how the trip was. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Trying to teach Teddy how to dig. Oh, he got it. Wow, Teddy, you're so good at digging. He's getting serious now. Oh my God. Oh, it's a lot of dogs. Everyone's becoming friends. Oh no.